When we think of Chinese food, it's the usual suspects: orange chicken, sweet and sour pork, chow fun. I mean, why is there a chicken dish named after a Chinese military leader all the way from the Qing dynasty? But let's be real, this isn't real Chinese food. It's American Chinese food. Don't get me wrong, I love this stuff like every other gluttonous food-motivated American. If we're passing through a small town and there's a brightly colored neon sign with the words takeout accompanied by a smell of soy sauce, sugar, and vinegar wafting to the air, there's a huge likeliness we'll stop there to eat. It's one of the few foods that are guaranteed to be delicious in small town America. The food from these Chinese takeout restaurants would not even remotely resemble that of food in China. It's a country where 23 different provinces and where 300 different dialects are spoken. Food will be very regional. It would represent each province and each subculture within China. You'd be hard-pressed to find orange chicken anywhere outside of big Western chain hotels in major cities. No two places in China would have the same food. And well, that's why we travel. The world is far too big to stay in one place and to eat at the same takeout spot for the rest of your life. I'm Linhbergh, and this is my partner, Karissa. We love food and we love to cook. And for the past few years, we've taken that passion to the road. We've traveled all over and cooked meals in the most spectacular of landscapes. So come with us as we try to satiate our hunger by learning about new dishes to be cooked in the world's best kitchen, the outdoors. This is my friend Stephanie T. Strangers might know her as a wonderfully charismatic food content creator. But to those that are close to her, she's an integral part of her family. Her family is everything to her. She cooks for her family and spoils all her little nieces and nephews every moment she can. Food is her love language. And today, Stephanie is going to teach me how to cook one of her favorite dishes, Char Kway Teow.
Food has always been in my life. I mean, my dad is an amazing chef, so is my mom. I feel like all of my aunts and uncles, everyone's like an amazing cook, because our whole family has had like restaurants. Even in high school, and my friends can like vouch for me, I would have them over and I would just cook for them. And it just made me so happy.
Oh yeah.
And so
no, I'm the same way.
I think in those moments I was like, I really love this, but I don't think I should do this, you know, because my parents, you know, they work so hard in their restaurant. It was like 15, 16-hour days, and it's really hard work, and I shouldn't do that. I should do something a little less labor intensive, you know? But I think in those moments I was like, okay, I really love food, and it's definitely a passion of mine. And maybe one day I'll chase it, but it continued to follow me. And so it's been ongoing ever since.
This is a stir fry, correct?
Yeah, it's like a stir fry basically.
Okay, and then so what consists of this sauce?
The sauce consists of oyster sauce, regular soy sauce, and dark soy sauce. And then I'll add in some chicken bouillon, a little sugar, and then white pepper.
Do you consider yourself Chinese American?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Okay. But your family is?
So Teochew is like a completely different dialect, and our original like ancestors are from like the Guangdong like area, but we speak a completely different dialect than like mainland China, because mainland China they mostly speak like Mandarin and Cantonese, but our dialects is just very different, and not as many people speak our dialect, especially here. So my grandparents, they immigrated over from China to Cambodia. My parents were born and raised in Cambodia. To escape all the stuff that was going on in China, they came to Cambodia. And that whole situation with Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge happened. So it's Cambodian genocide, where they killed 2 million of their own people, mostly like scholars, doctors, anyone that was really smart, they wanted to get rid of because they wanted to even the playing grounds. And so My parents were in that, got everything stripped from them. My mom lost both her parents in that, 2 of her oldest sisters. My dad's family, my grandpa was the only one that was killed, and the rest of his siblings, there's 9 of them total, plus my grandma, they were all able to make it out too.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Right.
Ethnically, we are Chinese, but because my parents were born and raised in Cambodia, it's kind of like me. I'm Chinese American, right? My parents are Chinese Cambodian because of that sense. So a lot of our cuisine is like a mixture of like Chinese and Southeast Asian.
That's amazing.
Cuisine. Yeah, so like Vietnamese, Cambodian, like Thai and all that stuff.
So off camera, you said sometimes you put in fish sauce.
Yeah.
Right? But that's not traditionally a thing.
It's not traditionally a thing, but it's because my family, we have so many different like culture kind of incorporated into our family. So that's the reason why I would do a little splash of fish sauce, because I feel like it just gives it like a little bit more, like a different flavor, but it's like just what you need sometimes. It's like that umami, even though soy sauce is that too.
No, soy sauce is great. Yeah. Okay. Growing up in America, did your parents have expectations for you?
For sure. There is that unspoken expectation that I had. I think my sisters kind of had the short end of the stick, where they were the ones that, like, my parents were like, you need to do really good in school, you need to get a good job, you need to do this and all that. I think it really helps because one of my sisters became a doctor. Right.
So, so that you're like, you're done, she's good,
yeah, exactly.
We're good. Disappointment, anyone else can be disappointed,
I was
that's
like,
fine.
First doctor in the family, great, we got it, that's good, you're fine.
That's perfect.
I mean, there's still, pressures and everything like that. I mean, me and my brother, we really struggled with even trying to explain to our parents, like, hey, we're not gonna become doctors. And it was never like pressure from our sisters or anything like that either.
No, never.
We want to do good too by our parents and by our family as well. And that comes with our culture. We respect our elders and we want to make sure that we can live up to that.
Tell me about these noodles.
All right, so flat rice noodles. These are fresh ones. So they're really like nice and chewy. It's an Asian store thing only, but there's, other options where you can have like dried rice noodles and kind of like rehydrate them.
So I didn't know this was a thing until I saw your Instagram of this, and this blew my mind because I grew up eating these.
Yeah, and then you would have to sit there and peel every single one.
My mom made me peel every single one every time we had this, and I hated it. Yeah,
I know. I had like so many people like comment, and they were like, seriously, like I wasted so much time in my life, like I should get that time back. Because
so this blew my mind.
Yeah, so you just get a few pieces. If it's like soft enough, this trick works great. But if it's too hard, then it kind of like breaks up in that way too.
Yep.
So basically you just take it, put it on your cutting board, and you just roll it around, and it kind of starts to separate just like that. And it just loosens it up. Another actually trick that people were telling me about, like how to peel these, was to put it in water, but I was like, that kind of defeats the whole point of this, because I think all the oil just goes away and you want the oils in it.
You want the oils. Yep.
So see, it's just really easy to peel after you massage them out, basically.
Yeah. You have what is called the lunchbox moment.
Before we continue, let's talk about this. What is the lunchbox moment? Well, it's a term used to describe the experience of immigrant or first-generation American kids being judged, made fun of, and ridiculed for bringing their cultural food to school. And for a lot of those kids, me included, the moments when they were judged by their peers made them embarrassed to be who they are and where their families came from. Immigrant kids are like any other kids. They just want to fit in and be like everyone else. It absolutely sucks to feel different when you're a kid. The lunchbox moment is a story that's been experienced and told millions of times by now. But these days, we're lucky that all these weird foods are now couture, accepted, and seen as cool, even to kids.
Okay, so it's funny that you asked that. I've actually never been asked that question before. I didn't technically have that experience only because my sisters did before I did. So when they first started school, my mom would actually go to the school, bring them their lunch. So it'd be like, congee with pork sung or pork floss. And then my sisters were getting made fun of. They were just like, we can't do this anymore. We're just gonna eat the lunch at school.
So for you, you just went, because you're younger, you just went straight to eat American
school
food.
Lunch, yeah.
School lunch American food.
Yeah, it was just normal for us.
My mom would always pack me spring rolls. and they're incredible, right? But when you're in middle school in America, it's in mid-90s America, and it's not used to a lot of ethnic food at that time, right? I would bring spring rolls, and my mom would do fish spring rolls on top of that, and then give fish sauce on top of that, right? And of course, those smells at the time were not used to any of that stuff, right? So I would get made fun of all the time.
Yeah.
Right? And there would be moments where I would just like, I knew my mom packed me food and I would just empty it into the trash can.
Oh my God.
Because you just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
Of course. No, I totally get it. But it just like makes my heart hurt a little bit now as an adult.
Right. Yeah, but I think now it's so much better.
Now it's a little bit different. I feel like it's much more
I think it's completely different, and I think it's a positive. So if you were going on death row tomorrow, what would be your last meal?
My mom's Cambodian curry.
Okay.
It's amazing.
So what is a Cambodian curry?
The usual one, it's almost like a red curry. It's like orangey red.
Okay.
But it's heavy on lemongrass, and like you make something called kruing. And basically it's like a paste of like lemongrass, garlic. Vietnamese people, you guys have the same type of like base of flavoring. But my mom's curry is the best.
Okay, so you got into food. Where did your love of the outdoors come from?
We didn't really go camping as I was like growing up, but later on in life, like in high school, a bunch of our friends, like a group of like 30 of us, would literally go on a big summer camping trip all together. I love those moments, and so I feel like every single time we go camping now, it's like kind of chasing after that.
Did you always cook good food when you camp?
The first time we went camping, it was kind of like that, right? And it was like, oh, like, you know, hot dogs. And then afterwards, I was like, you know what? Like, this is the same equipment that we would use to make regular food. So let's make food that I love eating at home. Right. But outdoors.
So that's great segue, because we're gonna go camping after this.
I'm so excited.
And we're gonna make this at camp.
Yeah.
Let's go camping.
Let's go.
So here we're at camp. It's a beautiful place. We spent a day out in the wildflowers over here, and it was beautiful. I mean, we're a little early, but it was still really beautiful, right? Yeah. And we are now going to make Stephanie's dish. What was it?
Char Kway Teow.
Yeah, there we go. Here at camp, and it's a little simpler. I mean, it was already simple at home, but we're gonna even make it simpler, more simple, because we're at camp. So the ingredients, relatively the same. I had this pot of water that was already pre-warmed. I have rice noodles here. And again, these are harder to find in big box grocers, like, you know, your local grocery store, but you can substitute them with any big rice noodle. Just as long as you don't do anything small and thin, right?
Yeah, not like the pho noodles, like the thin ones.
And if you're in an RV, you can just mic them.
Yeah. So this is just a pot of hot water, and we heat it up slowly, and it gets warm and it's easy to break up later. Yeah. So next we're gonna move on to Chinese sausages. These you can get at any big box grocery store now, in the ethnic aisle, right? And these are pretty good. They're not as good as they used to be. They're missing MSG, which is fine, but it's not fine at the same time. I would prefer the MSG ones. These are eggs, and then we have green string beans, onions, green onions, and then sugar and shrimp. So these were frozen before we left home, and we just chucked them in our refrigerator as our drive out, and it thawed out. So it's still great, right? We have all oil. I used to use sunflower oil here, and this one is dark soy sauce, regular soy sauce, oyster sauce, white pepper. You don't have to use white pepper; it just tastes proper with white pepper. Yeah. All right, and the magic ingredient: chicken flavored MSG, or AKA chicken bouillon.
Yes.
Right? And I think that's pretty much it. All right, so we emptied out water and from the pan. We're gonna use this pan, and then we're gonna start massaging these out, and it kind of separates it. So I'm gonna give this to Karissa. She's gonna go with that. I will start with onions.
How's my technique over here?
It is great. You can massage it out just like this if you'd like.
Trying. They're very slippery.
All right, so we cut these, and you cut these in half, correct?
You can cut them a little bit smaller, actually, about like 2 or 3 inch pieces.
Okay.
Yep.
So those will go there. So we've got oil. I use a sunflower oil. Any type of neutral oil is perfect for this. I personally don't prefer anything with flavor because everything they're so straight flavor strong that you just don't need flavor in oil. But that's just a preference of mine. So we're gonna saute these. I multitask while I'm cooking. You're saving time. And then we could do other things while this kind of goes. All right, let those sit. I'm gonna throw these in as well. Give that a little toss. Whoopsie. All right, and we're gonna cut these really quick. I love these so much. I grew up eating these.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have nothing to compare it to if it's like not as good as what it used to be, but these are bomb. Just rice, these,
Some eggs and
yeah.
soy sauce.
Done.
You want to hear a really interesting hack that I grew up with eating? Is this rice, and then I saute these with onions, and then barbecue sauce, like American barbecue sauce.
So it's like a Chinese sausage, but American
Yeah,
style.
and it was great. And I just recently had it, maybe like not too long ago. It's still great.
Huh.
All right, there we go with those. So that's looking good. Let's pull those off. Oops. Again, I'm just making a mess here. Again, we're at camp, so it's okay that things are all messy.
Yeah, just don't let your dogs that are around eat onions.
Yeah. So while that's going, these don't need oil because there's a ton of fat in these. Just kind of mix those around and we're good. Grab these guys. I prefer shrimp with tail on. Tail on is more fun to eat for one, and there's more flavor. So tail on. But if you don't like tails, don't eat them. You can do whatever you want. Oyster sauce. There we go. White pepper. Oh,
Is that too much?
A little bit, but it's fine. It's fine.
Critique him.
I just don't cook with measurements at all.
Neither do I, not
Right,
really.
Right. There's no point.
If you know what it's supposed to taste like, you know, you cook with your heart. So,
And that I would say that pepper move was wind influenced.
sure it was.
All right, so that's that. Let that sit, marinate, and then we will get the sauce going. We'll pull those off.
Yes.
Let's just put that in that onion pan.
Yep, that works.
Let's do dark soy sauce is the sauce. I'm not doing any measurements, so we'll see how it goes. And then regular soy sauce.
Is it 1-to-1 with that?
I would do a little more dark soy sauce than the soy sauce itself. The dark soy sauce is just for color mostly, and the regular soy sauce is more for the taste and saltiness of it. Yep.
There we go. Oyster sauce goes in. And then white pepper. Oop, that's a lot
That
again.
was the wind.
It was the wind. It was the wind.
Blowing out.
And then sugar. Yeah, a little more. Okay. And it's okay that I did the shrimp mix because this is getting
You're
cooked
cooking
anyways.
it all.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're out here at camp. Things are forgivable. There's not much rules out here,
Nope.
you know. All right, I think that's good to go.
Yep.
So let's do these guys.
Yep.
So oil again. Oh, there's a lot of fat in there actually.
Yep.
There's a lot of fat from the Chinese sausages, so I didn't have to add a lot of oil.
Flavor on those.
Yes.
It will be.
Wait until that's smoking. All right.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect. And then once you're at this point, you don't touch the noodles. Let the noodles char at the bottom, and then you can do a flip in like a minute or two.
Yeah.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. And from there, we are pretty much done.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so easy and fast.
So easy and fast, right?
I always tell people, like, camp food doesn't have to be boring. And it may seem complicated to like a lot of people, but honestly, this was so quick. Like, I feel like anyone can kind of do this.
Yeah, and it wasn't crazy ingredients either.
Yeah.
No. I mean, there's a couple ingredients that are harder to find.
Oh, yeah.
Dark soy sauce is a little harder to find. You don't have to use dark soy sauce. We use it as a coloring. It's just to make the noodles just really dark and beautiful.
Yeah.
Dark soy sauce is not needed, but I would say oyster sauce and regular soy sauce are needed. So here I am creating a little well with my noodles. We're gonna go right in with the eggs. Here you go, Karissa. Take your little tongy boy, give that a little mix. These eggs are beautiful too.
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
Looking good so far.
Looking good so far. This is so easy. I like. It's kind of ridiculous how easy this is.
It's a new recipe in your repertoire now, so it's good.
Right. So we gotta do these things. I'm just gonna cook these in that.
You can, or just brush it off to the side, and then let the noodles continue to char up, and you're good.
Yep. Let's push that to the side like that, and then let's add a little oil. And put these boys in. There we go. You're getting a little more char on the shrimp. And
Char takes a minute.
yeah, it does take a minute. I mean, I mean,
We're higher up in elevation
I don't have the patience for cooking. This is why Linhbergh cooks so much. I'm just like,
See?
all right, it's done.
But you know what? You guys have a good balance, so.
No.
Yeah.
That's true.
Much more time, love, and care into his cooking. And
Yeah. And you
I
deserve to be
reap the
wined and dined, so.
yes, I reap the benefits.
Yeah, but then at the same time, this is taking a little longer just because we're like waiting for things to cook. But at the same time, this is so easy and we're at camp.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
There's no Chinese takeout near us right now, so this is perfection.
Yeah.
yeah, it's even better than Chinese takeout, really.
Yes.
Is this something that would be on a Chinese takeout menu or not typically?
It would
'Cause
be-
that's like American Chinese.
No, it would be like, if it were, it wouldn't be on like the steam table. It would be off the menu if they would have it, but it wouldn't usually not. Yeah.
I mean, vegetables are really, they are the ingredient that makes you visit certain places a little easier in the morning.
Gotcha.
Right? It just,
Gotcha.
the
That
push
one
it.
took a few seconds too. If you want, you can toss this all in there
Yep.
too.
Yep.
So to avoid less bowls, could you just like dump the sauce like once he gets to the stage instead of like having
You
a bowl
could.
dedicated
Yeah,
to it?
yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
just
Trying to think of camp to have less cooking or washing.
right, for sure. No, you can definitely add it in as you're cooking
Yep,
instead
for
of
sure.
mixing it up. It's just easier this way so that everything is like spread evenly, you know, and mixed together. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that looks so good.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah, beautiful color.
Yeah, that dark soy sauce really goes a long way.
I'm sad it's all wafting towards you and not myself, to be honest.
And I would say that's pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
This looks so good.
Yep. I'd say we are pretty good.
Yep,
I'm just gonna do the rest of the sauce here.
Yeah. Never waste it, remember.
Never waste sauce. So here we are. Less than 15 minutes later, we have Teochew Char
Kway
Kway
Teow.
Teow.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Yeah, there we go. And we're here in this beautiful spot, and we're eating these things, right? So here we are. I want to say a very big thank you for Stephanie for showing me how to make this, learning about her and learning about Teochew people, and Karissa, of course, for being here to help me out, right?
Yeah.
So let's plate up and eat up. I would say that looks really good.
That looks delicious.
All right. You want to try it first?
Sure.
Here you
Go
go.
for it. So good. That was a really good job.
It's great.
That's great.
Perfect camp food.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's impressive that we're having that at camp right now.
It sure is.
Wow.
So I think we're gonna put these on plates.
Okay.
Give me
And
some
we'll
of
go
them
enjoy.
sausages.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds
So
good.
We'll see you at the next campsite.
Before I met Stephanie, I had no idea the Teochew people existed. The Chinese were Chinese, and that's it. I knew they spoke 2 major dialects and had many subdialects and languages. But only that. My knowledge was woefully surface level. I had no idea Teochew people had their own language or their own cuisine. Just like when I was younger, in my mind, Chinese takeout was real Chinese food. But that's the rare beauty in ignorance. You will be proven wrong and you will learn more about our world from it. And here we are, enjoying a Teochew dish just as the sun set behind the spring wildflower painted hills. This is Chinese food. Stephanie is Chinese, but she's also 100% unabashedly Teochew. And that's the beauty of our planet. There's so much to learn and there's so much to see. And because of that, we'll never stop being hungry to experience all of it.